so we're really excited to share with you this use case and how we can empower you to become better data-driven marketers. We work here at Unito, and I work in business development. So I'm basically helping you guys or helping customers throughout the entire journey from the time that you learn about Unito all the way until you become a customer, and helping you through testing out your flows to make sure things are working properly. Sigrid?
I'm Sigrid. I'm a member of the support team. More specifically, I'm a product specialist. So if you run into any questions during your trial or after you end up joining us, I'll be there to help you out. There'll be like a 1 in 5 chance we end up talking if you write in.
And if I specifically ask for you, will it be routed to your inbox, Sigrid, or am I going to?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So probably after the session today, everyone's going to be asking for you in the live chat. We already went through introductions, so love to see us being efficient this way. We're also then going to go into some of the marketing reporting challenges that marketers face on a daily basis. We're going to go right into a demo after that portion, reserve some time at the end to show you and share some templates, answer your questions, and of course, go into pricing and what actually all of this is going to cost. We want to make sure that we empower you with the right tools, but also something that's cost effective and fits within your budget. If you've joined the session today, it's probably because you're already using Google Sheets and you're looking for a way to improve the way you manage your marketing data, how you build reports, and how you share updates with your team, department, and company. More and more, from daily decisions to strategy, everything marketing is really built off of data. And today, marketers like yourselves are tracking customers' journey from the first click all the way to the final purchase. You could see what ads are being engaged with, which pages people are seeing, how long they're staying there, what their bounce rates are, what the click-through rates are, what products people are actually purchasing. But if all this marketing data is scattered across all your different platforms, it becomes really difficult to make accurate decisions and basically decide what are we doing with our ad spend and how can we do so with the budget that we have. And so Google Sheets is often that tool that brings all the data together. But of course, if you're dealing with data from a bunch of different sources, that comes with its own set of challenges. The reality is today, you need to manually copy, paste, export, and import, parse, and bring data from your tools like Google Analytics, Google Ads, and Facebook on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, one by one, to Google Sheets and update it. And of course, this is a very time-consuming process, very manual. And if you decide to go on vacation, take a few days off, your decision makers or the other ICs in your company could start working on data that is old and that is stale. Today, what you're going to be leaving with is basically the knowledge of how to take data from Google Analytics, Facebook Ads, and Google Ads into Google Sheets using Unito. You'll also end with a self-updating spreadsheet that refreshes all your metrics in real time. Basically, the metrics that you care about most, having them at your fingertips. This means that you'll be able to focus on higher impact activities like data analysis and optimization instead of the manual data transfer, the export and the import that you're used to between your ad platforms and your sheets. With all the data in one place, you'll be able to better understand what works for you and your company so that you can maximize the ROI on your actual tool spend and your ad spend. And finally, you'll be able to make faster decisions with more accurate data with the seamless integration. And so what Unito is a software integration platform with a new, simpler approach to integration that's powered by live two-way sync. And sync is basically this completely different paradigm within the integration market that's innovative from basic triggers and actions. We're not just automating your tasks from one tool to the other and moving data from one tool to the other. What we're doing is that we're keeping them in sync. When you have new data or new tasks or new records being populated in one tool, it's automatically being sent to the other tool and even being updated in real time. Unito is built for people just like you. 80% of our users are non-technical. A lot of them are marketers. A lot of them are end users building their first few flows to set up integrations across their tools. All our flows are two ways. Of course, in this case, we're going to be exploring more of the one-way syncs for marketing reporting, but you'll learn more about the Unito platform as a whole towards the end of the call. Syncs and our integrations are always going to be live. And so you're going to be able to have accurate data at your fingertips. And again, our claim to fame is really this deep field configuration. And so whatever data you have in your ad platforms, and you're going to see all the wealth of data that you can actually take out from these ad platforms and into Google Sheets is quite impressive. And that really is what differentiates us in the market. With that being said, I'm going to pass it over to Sigrid, who's actually the product expert in here, to show you actually how to build your first flow, how to set it up, and what type of data you're able to extract from these
Awesome.
tools.
Thank you so much, Mark. Can you see my screen properly?
Loud and
Awesome.
clear.
Perfect. So what we're going to do right now is I'm just going to go right here and create a flow. In this demo, I'm going to build a basic website performance report. I want to determine what my most popular landing page are, as well as what actions users take on them. So I'll pull landing pages as the dimension. So what I'm going to want to do here is connect Google Analytics on one side. And I'm just going to select the account Unito, the property. This will be individual to you. This is just for my own account. And then for the report, it's going to be a custom report by default. And here I'm just going to want to grab a landing page. Next, you can choose kind of the metrics that you're going to want to be imported into that sheets. For the purpose of this one, I'm just going to do a couple. I'm going to do sessions. As you can see, there's a lot of options to choose from. Total users, and then just going to add engaged sessions, conversions, and bounce rate. Perfect. So these are the metrics that I'm going to want in Sheets. Then for the date range, I'm going to do it for the last 90 days. So if you wanted to see trends over time, you could also choose to add date as a dimension. So this way you could see landing page performance by day, week, or month, or within a specific range. Now that we've got everything on the Google Analytics side, I'm going to select the sheet side. So I've just got my account, and then I'm going to look up the sheet that I want. So perfect. I've got my demo right here. And there's always just one extra step that needs to be done for Sheets. When you click right here, Install Unito add-on, you'll have the steps fully right in front of you. So step one is you're going to open the Google Workspace Marketplace and click Install. I already have it on my Sheets account, so it's already here. Then the next step is from my sheet. If you click the link, it'll bring you to it. I'm going to want to click into Extensions, Unito Spreadsheet Sync, and then Open. So here I am in my sheet. Extensions, Unito Spreadsheet Sync. Give it a couple seconds to pop open in the right-hand side. Perfect. And so right now, the system is going to tell you to add 2 columns. So you're going to want to click on this button. These 2 columns are necessary in order for Unito to be able to detect your sheet. And all of the sync data is going to be occurring between these 2. And you're going to see this more clearly at the end. But so now that I've clicked on this, I'm all set here. So I'm going to click Done. It's just going to verify my add-on status. And it's fully configured, so it's letting me move forward. Now that it's confirmed, the second step is the flow of information. Here by default, it's going to be a one-way flow from Google Analytics into Sheets. So the third step is going to be your rules. So over here, I can limit the export to a specific number of rows, and then I can also create new rules based on the dimensions and metrics that I chose in that first step. So for example, if your landing page contains a certain string of text, you can say, for example, contains task A and such and such. And then for different ones that have like number values, you can also do equal, below, or above. So you've got a lot of customization possible in terms of filtering down specifically what information do you want in each of your sheets. Now, right below, you're also going to see a section that says, when a row is deleted, archive no longer available, preserve an active row in Google Sheets. If you want to keep the freshest data, and so that whenever an item or a row is deleted or removed or filtered out from Google Analytics, it's also removed from Sheets, you're just going to want to click Remove an Active Row. So now we're done with the third step, and it brings us directly into the final step, which is to auto-populate the mappings. What this means is that those dimensions and metrics that we picked at the beginning are going to automatically create columns over in our sheet. Cool, so we've got all of these here. If you later on want to add some more, you will be able to do so. So over here, you can see that it created all these different columns where our data is going to sync into. Now I'm going to click Confirm. And we're on the last step of our flow. So that was the whole process. The only thing I did before was have my accounts connected. So I'm going to launch my flow, and I'm going to click on that button. So the one thing to keep in mind is that the first time you launch a flow, if you've got a lot of data, it's going to take a bit longer to sync over. However, any updates made after that will be very quick. So as you can see, the information is already starting to sink in. If you also don't want to see these two fields, you can always click on Hide Column. So while this all syncs through, I'm going to show you a Google Analytics flow that I created earlier, where I synced over a lot more data. So over here, as you can see, I selected a lot more metrics and those all synced over. And so I've got this massive amount of raw data that's constantly updating from our Google Analytics. What's great is once you have those, you can start building out pivot tables and bar charts and everything like that. And these are going to automatically update whenever this Sheets data updates. And this Sheets data updates all the time from Google Analytics. So although this example was with Google Analytics, we also built out a report with Google Ads. It's basically the same thing. And with Facebook ads. When we look at our original flow, it's still currently syncing in data. So we've got 100 rows, but we can see information is coming over. So that was it for the demo section. And now we're going to run into some caveats. So for Facebook ads to Google Sheets, it's the exact same process. There are some key differences on details. We give you additional granularity on Facebook, so you can select data from the campaign, ad set, or ad level. You can also include breakdown, for example, by country, age, and decide which Facebook offers natively. As of today, we only support Facebook ads, so not Instagram ads. So for Google Ads, again, the process is the exact same. Just some key details. You can pull data from 6 different views. You can select data between 6 different levels. So that's campaign, ad group, ad, conversion action, keyword view, and landing page view. So each one will give you a different set of dimensions and metrics to choose from. So just as a quick reminder, dimensions and metrics, those are all those fields that I selected in the first step. So we also support all ad networks through Google Ads. So search, YouTube, search partners, and shopping. Then with your data in Google Sheets, you can use the reporting features to build charts. But you also don't want to build a report from scratch because that can take a long time. For that reason, we've built some free reporting templates which seamlessly work with our Google Sheets connectors. All you'll need to do is copy the templates and follow the instructions inside. We've actually got a page that's just a sheet. You're just going to need to sync your data into the raw_data column, follow the exact same process we did, and the charts are going to display your data. We also have a reporting template for ads, which give you monthly performance trends. So we're going to send both of those to everyone here after the webinar ends in that little follow-up email.
While we are able to support all these marketing platforms, basically having that data syncing into Google Sheets, Unito is really a platform that facilitates and that empowers you as a business user to build out your own integrations, both between tools that we support, but also upcoming tools and tools that you could build out yourselves. What that means is that today we have over 50 different tools that we connect with in the CRM, in spreadsheets, in software development, and project management space, so that you could basically utilize Unito not only to export your marketing data into Google Sheet and keep that in sync, but also to connect your different tools together. Think of how, a marketing department like yourselves may be working in Asana or Trello, but need to collaborate with engineers or the product team that was working in Jira or DevOps, right? You could use the exact same sync engine that powers this marketing reporting use case for the project management use case. Our developers internally are releasing 5 new connectors per month. There's a really high velocity in terms of new use cases that we'll support, and we'll actually go into some of the upcoming ad platforms that we're going to be supporting over the next weeks and months. We also have a developer platform. And so if ever some of your developers want to actually build out an integration for a custom tool that you guys have, perhaps it's a legacy software or a SaaS platform that is just not in our roadmap today, you could utilize the Unito sync engine to build out that integration yourself. And being able to sync your data is going to make you a better marketer. But the question is, what is the ROI and how much of this is actually going to cost you? We have 2 main flavors in terms of our plans. We've got our Unito platform plan, which really gives you access to all these different tools and connecting them between each other. But we also have a specific plan made exactly for this use case called Spreadsheet Sync, which starts at $99 a month for 2,000 items in sync. You could sync any tool that we currently support. It could be a marketing reporting tool as much as it can be any other tool to Google Sheets. If you want to utilize Unito, connect different tools like the ones I just showed a moment ago, you could rely on some of these Unito Sync platform plans that we offer.
All of those fields, you can sync as many as you want. An item will just be a row synced to a row. That is 2 items in sync. The fields are not counted, the updates are not counted, the users are not counted.
All of our plans come with unlimited users and unlimited changes. And so we're not
Mhm.
going to be charging you for every time an update is being made. And specifically on the Unito spreadsheet sync plan, you have unlimited fields, whether it be native fields or even custom fields that you could sync into a spreadsheet. You can always scale these up, scale these down month by month, depending on your individual your usage. With that being said, we're going to open up the floor to the questions. You guys can either post it right in the chat or turn on your mic to ask them to us, and we'll be more than happy to answer.
In that live demo sync workflow, would each page from GA4 count as a single item in sync? So exactly, right, I believe that's correct. It would be syncing one page to one row. And then you mentioned when connecting to GA4, you were connecting to a custom report. So a custom report is essentially just what you click before selecting your dimensions and your metrics. So there's nothing you need to add and build out in your side. It's just our specific verbiage for it.
So an item in this case would be considered a row in Google Sheets. And so if you have an individual landing page or an individual page in GA4, that's going to be syncing over. We're going to be creating a record or at least a row in Google Sheets. That's going to be considered an item in sync.
Okay, I think we're all set for questions unless, Mark, do you want to add a closing word or you said?
Yeah, so thanks everyone for joining today. But we're more than happy to assist you guys throughout the entire journey as we add new connectors as well. We're going to be adding LinkedIn ads pretty shortly, TikTok ads as well, in addition to Shopify. And so with that, you'll be able to get even more of your marketing data out of your ad platforms and into Google Sheets for you to be able to kind of work on it. I think that the ease of use in the sheet is really the differentiator compared to other tools like Looker. And it provides a good starting point for teams who want to quickly have access to their data and manipulate it and even present it. And so that's the only thing I would like to add. Otherwise, thanks everyone for joining today. That's it from me, Sigrid.
Yeah, y'all have a great day. Thanks for joining.